overlays can bring you to despair. I'm Chip, I hope you're doing well today. In today's video I want to share with you how to get rid of overlays. For those of you who don't know what overlays are things, are like the masks, are like a foil which is laying upon own character and adjust ourselves to a certain situation. I mean, it might be good in some degree. However, some of the overlays are dictating ourselves to neglecting our own thoughts, our own emotions, our own feelings. And this is where it comes to despair. And how it comes to despair is pretty easy. Is when you have people who are telling you you don't have to think that way, but you can't help yourself in thinking that way. So the result is you will end up in doubting yourself, in being in between these two, on behaving how's appropriate and the behavior you want to do, what your heart is actually dictating. And because of these things, because of this stuff, our own beliefs have been shaped. Our own things have been shaped that are not ourselves. In fact, if you are doing studies for serial killers, you can see that people, pupils or children who are even in good houses, because they were forced to put on an overlay, even they haven't had any corporal abuse, they had mental abuse. And this mental abuse to putting on an overlay is one of those issues where they are killing other people because they can't control their own feelings and they are like in between. And this is the fact. When you see really the true face, not the overlay, is when you see people who are acting when they are alone. When they are acting, nobody is watching them. This is where the real face comes upon. It's not the overlay. And so many people are actually married to overlays. And it comes to better. The partner has you have married to an overlay, and your partner have married to the overlay of you too. And guess what? After several months, when this kind of honeymoon phase has been passed, the whole reality strikes in. Boom. And when it strikes in, everyone just saying, "Oh, I haven't married this kind of person. Oh, I haven't. Why is she so dumb?" or something like that, you know? And everything would happen because they were married in overlay. And some of these people, I mean, you can play the role. Some can play roles for years, but not forever. In fact, the more you play a freaking role, the more you go from a core self, the more it will hit you mentally when you go from your whole self away. So what is actually be with your core self? What is actually to be alive with your core self? It's actually moving in a harmony with your mind and body and soul. This is what it is to actually run in harmony. So how you can see an overlay, how you can get rid of overlays. First of all, I want to, if you're an action taker, watch yourself like right now. You can watch yourself on the camera or on your mobile phone camera. And just remember this perspective. Okay? Now when you have remembered the perspective, now take the timer, go to the Google Play and download toggl, toggl. And what you want to do is right now, is from this very moment, what you do, right? You can write immediately watching my video, and what you do is you are doing one thing. You're tracking down you're tracking down for 24 hours yourself. What you're doing in writing, no matter what you do, even you go to the freaking toilet. What you also want to do is to imagine yourself for this 24 hours, this very perspective, how you watch yourself now on the camera. You have been watched. And the thing is, you have to act that you have been watched, but you have to have the objective perspective on yourself, that you are watching yourself how you have been watched, without having the feeling in current situation that you have been watched. It's really complicated, but if you have it done, it's really good. This is actually the first thing to overcome your overlay. Get rid of overlays and really kind of become conscious of it. Another thing from other people, if you want to get rid of their overlays or seeing the true face. You know, words are often just maybe 10% of the 20% of the whole information. 80% is behind. It's a non-verbal. So if you just mute people, they're talking, you're just muting and watching on the face expression, watching on the eyes, watching on the lips, watching on how the face is moving, watching how the body is moving, watching how the head is turning and stuff like that. Just watch on these details and you will see, and your heart will tell you if they're telling the truth or not, and what is the truth behind. And this is actually the thing you can always do to read someone's minds, because people are just really talking like overlay. They're just talking like, I love you. In real, you see the face is just, like looks like freaking wolf or so. And this is really important to understand the things that we have to get rid of overlays, because the more we are into overlays, the more they harm our lives, especially our own mental lives. So without further said, Reshaper, tell me what's number one thing you have picked up so far. I do upload every single day, so make sure to hit the notification bell, subscribe button. If you got some value from it, smash the like button and also share it with your friends, because I believe sharing is caring. Have an awesome day, Reshaper, as always. Do not lie to yourself, and pursue your passion. Now